To create peering connection, first let me create two VPC, then one public subnet, then one public route table, internet gateway. I'll create one VPC as a reciprocal, then I'll create one private subnet, private route table without any internet gateway router. Okay. So let me go to VPC first. Okay. So already have a two VPC. I'll create two more VPC, VPC1 and VPC2. I'll call it as VPC1 and VPC2. Same. So this is my VPC1. Okay, okay. Please pay your attention over here, or you will be confused. Okay. So VPC1 and VPC2. I'll go to my VPC console. I'll create VPC. So this is VPC1. So I'll give 10.0.0.0/24. I'll be get total 256 IP address. So create VPC. Okay, now I created a VPC. I'll create one more VPC. So click on create VPC. So this is my VPC2. So for this I will give 10.0.0.1.0/24. So from this range I'll be get 256 same. Okay, 256 IP address. So create another VPC. So now I created two VPC and this VPC belongs to 10.0.0.0/24 and this is 10.0.1.0/24. So both VPC will give 256 IP address. Okay. One moment. Okay. So next I'll go to subnet. I'll create one subnet each VPC. I'll go to subnet, then create a subnet. So here I will mention my VPC name. So I will select VPC1 first. So subnet name I will mention subnet 1 and VPC1. Subnet 1 VPC1. Copy this and select your available zone A. Then CAD range 10.0.0.0/24. See, I only required one subnet, so I can give /24 for my subnet 1. I'll be get total 256 IP address from that particular subnet. But if you have a multiple environment or multiple requirement, then you have to divide your entire network into multiple segments. Okay, that's called subnetting. That's enough. I'll create a subnet. It's created. I'll create one more subnet. Select your VPC2. Name I will choose VPC2 and subnet 2. Available zone A 10.0.1.0/24. Then create a subnet. Now I created two subnets. Listen. So this is my subnet 1 and this is my subnet 2. I created two subnets and two VPs. Right? Any doubt till now? No. So now I'll create one route table. Already have a main route table with my two VPCs, right? So I'm not going to create any custom route table. I will use the main route table. That's fine. I'll go to my route table. And in route table itself, you can find out. Okay. So this is my VPC2 route table, right? So this I will call it as VPC2 route table. So VPC2 RT. So let me find out VPC1 route table. This is my VPC1 route table and this is the main route table, right? Okay. I'll go to this route table, then I will call it as VPC1 route table. Yeah, fine. So now I have a VPC1 route table, VPC2 route table. So which VPC I want to consider as a public VPC? VPC1. So I'll go to VPC1, then I will create a route to internet gateway. But before we need to implement what? Internet gateway, right? Then only I can create a route table. So I already created a route table. I need to route to my internet gateway, right? So here I will use my main route table. This is my main route table and this is my main route table successfully created. So I need to do association. Is it? Not necessary. Why? It's already main route table. If you're not attaching route table, automatically this subnet will be associated with the main route table only. But you have to create a route to internet gateway. That is mandatory. But you don't need to associate. And we already discussed that, already done the lab as well. Right? Okay. So let me go to VPC1 route table. So I will associate this. Okay. Let me go to edit subnet association. I will select VPC1. Then save association. I'll go to internet gateway, then let me create an internet gateway. This is for peering IGW. Successfully done. I'll attach to VPC. Let me select VPC1, attach. Successfully done. Now I'll create a route to internet gateway. Okay, for that I will create a route table to internet gateway. Let me go to route table again. Select your VPC1 route table. Then select route. Edit route. Then 0. What does the 000 mean? All IP. Okay. So then I will select internet gateway. Select your peering internet gateway. Then save a change. Okay. So same setup I'll do. I'll go to route table again. I will go to VPC2 route table. I will associate my route table. But I will not create any internet gateway. I will not create any route to internet gateway. Okay, because I want to keep my VPC and subnet as my private. Okay, that's what. Associate. Okay, so almost we done. Okay, so now what I have to do? Okay, we have to create one virtual machine, right? Then I will try to connect this virtual machine from outside. From here I will connect my virtual machine. So then I'll connect my virtual machine to from where? From where? From VPC1. Okay, so from this VPC I'll try to connect my VPC2. Here you can see that we don't have any communication channel, right? See, if you want to communicate from this virtual machine to this virtual machine, so we have a 3 method. Either you require public IP address, or else you require VPN connection, or else you require what? Peering connection. We have a 3 methods. Okay. So since I created one virtual machine and as well as I created one VPC and subnet as a private, I will not have any public IP address, right? So only 2 methods. One is a VPN, another one is a peering connection. Okay. So peering connection also same as a VPN connection, but that is providing who? AWS only. And you can do that if your network in AWS account. Okay. If you have a 2 network, one is AWS account, another one is on-premise, you cannot do any peering connection. You can only do VPN connection. Okay. So let me go to my EC2. Say Mumbai region. I'll create 2 virtual machine. One is a VPC1, another one is a VPC2. Launch instance. So this is my VPC1 virtual machine. Then I will select key pair as Mumbai key. And this you have to make ensure where you creating a virtual machine. I will select my VPC1 public subnet. So auto assign public IP address, make it enable. Security group I will allow all traffic or default. Launch instance. Created. I'll create one more instance for my private. Okay. So this I will call it as my VPC2 virtual machine. Mumbai key. Then I will select my network. VPC2 network. Do I require any public? No, I will make it as a private only. So select default route table, then launch instance. Successfully created 2 virtual machines. Okay, 2 virtual machines already. So this is virtual machine 1 and this is virtual machine 2 with a private IP address. Yeah, fine. So now I will try to connect my virtual machine 1 from my local system, and here you can see that this is my local system and I'm in a different network, right? Okay, so I'll try to connect my Mumbai virtual machine from a Bangalore location. Okay, so for that I require public IP address, right? So this server I have a public IP address, so I'll connect this virtual machine by using Mumbai key. I have a security key, that key. So let me go to VPC1 virtual machine. Okay, get the public IP address. So we have a public IP, but VPC2 doesn't have a public IP address. So get public IP address. Go to download directory. So where I kept my all key, and you can see that Mumbai key. So let's click over here. Then CMD Then SSH tag I, we can specify key name. What's the key name? Mumbai key. Then specify the username @ your public IP address of server 1 or VPC 1 virtual machine. End. And you will be able to connect your virtual machine. See, I'm not able to connect virtual machine, and what could be the reason? Security group. Okay, let me go to security. Let me check over there. I'll go to security group. Refresh. Okay. VPC 1. I'll go to security group. Okay. Then what should I do? Okay. So edit inbound rule. Anyway, outbound rule is already enabled, right? So that is stateful, already discussed. Okay. See, what is the problem? See, all traffic allowed in security group. Then what is the problem? See, here you can see that source. What is the source? Another security group. See, actually I'm using one IP address, right? So we need to delete this. See, if you delete this rule and if you're trying to create 000, see, it will not work. You have to delete this rule, then you have to create. You can use all traffic. Then you can specify 000 or else my public IP address, my system public IP address. See, 157.45.156.216. I'll give anywhere, anybody can access, save a rule. I'll go to this virtual machine again. I'll try to connect. Yeah, so now I'm able to access my virtual machine. So click on S. Successfully we connected our virtual machine. So now I'll try to ping my virtual machine 2. See, so now I successfully logged into virtual machine 1. So from this virtual machine 1, I will connect my virtual machine 2. Let's see how we can do that. Okay. How to get virtual machine private IP address? Sorry, virtual machine 2 public IP address. How to get? For virtual machine, we don't have any public IP address. Right? Right? Virtual machine 2, we don't have any public IP address. See, that's what I'm taking this private IP address and I'll try to connect. So what is the command? Okay, first let me check the connection, whether I'm able to access or not. Okay, ping, then 10.0.1.0208. I'm not getting any reply from where? Okay, second virtual machine. I'll try to connect my virtual machine. For that, let me try SSH. Okay, let me try to save the key over here first. How to create a key in my local system? Sorry, virtual machine. Sorry. Okay, we can use any editor. Can anyone tell which editor we have to use? VA or Nano or Vim editor or G editor. Okay, whichever it is. Okay. So I will use Nano. Then you can use any name. For example, key 1, key 2. Okay. So let's go to Mumbai key. Then I will take this key first. Notepad. So this is my key. I'll copy this key. Go to your virtual machine, then paste. Then Control O, enter Control X. Next, what I have to do? Okay, change permission. Why should I reduce permission? See, as of now you can see that I have a key over here, and what is the key permission? Read write for whom? Owner. What about another permission? Read for? Okay, what about this? Other users. See, this key can access all users, right? Ideally we can call it as this key anybody can access, but only the permission for writing the owner, right? But even though this key can access all users, group, other users, owner, so we should not expose our key for other users. So we need to reduce the permission. To reduce permission, we can use change mode. Okay, change mode full form change mode. Then we can use 600. Then I can use the key file name key. Then I will execute ls minus l again. You can see that now read write permission only for the user. Who's the user? Owner. Who's the owner? Root. Root only can access as of now. Except root, nobody can access our file. Okay. So I'll try to connect my virtual machine to SSH minus I or tag I. We can specify the key name, key, right? Okay, then EC2 minus user, then @. So public or private? Why private? Why don't public? So we don't have any public. I'll get the private IP address and I'll try to connect. Yeah. See, I'm not able to connect my virtual machine 2 because we don't have any communication channel between network 1 and network 2. So both are isolated network or different network. Okay. To accomplish the network connectivity, we have to use peering connection, or else network 2 should be have a public IP address, or else VPN connection. 3 methods. Okay. So let me exit from here. Then I'll go to my VPC. Then I'll create a peering connection. Okay. To create peering connection, so first I will create a peering link. I'll show you that. Okay. So let me go to VPC. Listen, I'll go to my VPC. So then here you can see that peering connections, right? So I will select the peering connection. Okay, as of now I don't have any peering connection, right? So I will select create a peering connection. Then I will call this peering connection VPC 1 to VPC 2. Okay, VPC 1 to VPC 2. You can provide any custom name, no problem. So then you have to select requester. See, if you're creating a peering connection, you will be have a requester and acceptor, right? So for example, consider this is my requester R. Okay, and this is my acceptor, that's it. Okay, so once we create a peering connection, so this acceptor will be get one notification and he has to accept it. I'll show you that. I'll go to my peering connection, then let me create a requester. Who's a requester? VPC1. I'll select VPC1 and this is a 10.000/24 is my VPC network ID, right? I'll go to my select another VPC to peer. What does it mean? See, in VPC peering, actually we have a 4 method. You can peer between 2 different account, same region, different region. Okay, you can peering between same account, different region, same region. See, different account you can peer, or else same account you can peer. For example, so as of now I am demonstrating same account, right? I created 2 VPC, same account, same region, right? But if you have a same account, 2 different region, one is a Mumbai, another one is United States, then also you can create a peering connection. So consider I created one virtual private network and he created another network. I can communicate, I can create a peering connection between that. So for that we required account identity. See, another account I have to enter the account ID. Account ID you will be get from here itself. You can go to this username and you will be get 12-digit account number. You have to copy this account number, then you have to paste over here. So in this scenario I have to get his account ID, then I have to paste over here. And he will be get one notification, hits peering console and you have to accept it. So finally it will be communicate. That's it. If you want I can show you that, but as of now I will go with the same account and same region. Okay. So I'll go to my account, then we have to select this region or any different region. See, since I created my 2 VPC same region, I will select this region, AP South 1 Mumbai. So then select your acceptor. What is the acceptor name? VPC2. So I already selected my requester. Who is the requester? One acceptor, VPC2, and you can see the 10.001.0/24. So next, if you want, you can mention the tag. Okay, so I'm just leaving this part, then create peering connection. Successfully created peering connection. So as soon as I create a peering connection, so VPC2 will be get one notification. Now you can see that pending acceptance. See, so since it is the same region and same account, I got the notification here itself. See, pending acceptance, you can accept or reject this peering connection request using the actions menu. I'll go to action, then I will just accept it. Okay, so here you can see that I have a 2 VPC and created a request from VPC1 and this is my acceptor. I send a notification to my VPC2. So as soon as I create this peering connection, VPC2 or acceptor will be get one notification. So that notification you can see over here. See, accept the request. So I will accept the request, accept. Successfully done. The VPC peering connection successfully established. I'll go to my peering connection and now it is successfully created peering connection. Okay. So now I'll try to connect from virtual machine 1 to virtual machine 2. So let's try whether we are able to communicate or not. Okay. So for that I'll go to my virtual machine again. So what is the IP address? 10.0.1.208, right? I'll try to ping, but still I'm not able to access. See, so I created peering connection, I accepted, but even though I'm not able to access my virtual network. Why? No, see, we do not require any internet gateway now, because actually the communication happening through AWS backend network, peering connection. So here you can see that, see this VPC don't know about this VPC, right? So we have to create one route over here. For example, if any connection is happening to 10.0.1.0, okay, that network should be transferred to peering connection. I hope you understood. See, so here you can see that I have a 3 route I created. One is a local. What is a local? Inside a network. What is a IGW? Outside a network, right? So what is a VPC2? If any connection, for example, so I'm trying to search 10.0.1.0 network, that ID. So that should be transferred to where? Peering connection, okay? And so if any connection I'm getting 10.0.1.0, that will be transferred to my VPC2 or peering connection. I'll show you that. I'll go to my route table. I'll go to my VPC1 route table and I will select route, edit route, and I have a 2 route 10.0.0.0. This is local route. Inside VPC I can communicate, and this is for internet, and I will create one more route for my to communicate VPC2, okay, from VPC1. So add a route, then I will give what is the VPC2 IP address, sorry, network address, 10.0. Okay, 1.0/24, because we need to introduce about VPC2 to whom? VPC1, that's it. Because VPC1 by default he don't know actually who's the VPC2. We need to introduce. Okay, so I selected 10.0.1.0/24. This is VPC2. If any connection, if anybody is raising any request to this particular IP address, so we need to send it to where? Peering connection. I will select peering connection. See, peering connection. Okay, so select your peering connection. What's the peering connection name? VPC1 to VPC2, which we created earlier. So then I will click on save. Successfully done. The same step we have to do over here. See, in one stage I completed. The same step where I should do? VPC2. If anybody is accessing from VPC2 to VPC1, so by default VPC2 don't know who is the VPC1, right? So we need to create a route. So 10.0.0.0/24, anybody is raising this request, it has to send to where? Peering connection. So this request will be come to this peering connection. Okay, I'll go to my route table again. So now we have to select VPC route table 2. Go to route, edit route. Only one route, that is inside local network. So add a route. Then what should I type? 10.0.0.0/24. Then peering connection we have to select. So then peering, then save it. Successfully done. I'll go to my network again. Then I will try. So still I'm not able to access. Why? Still I'm not able to access. Why? So what would be the reason? Already enabled all traffic, right? So let's go to the virtual machine 2. So this is my virtual machine 2, VPC 2. Let's go to security group. So what is the security group we have? See, we already rewritten security group 1, security group 1 for VPC1, but we didn't change security group for EC2 2, right? So I will delete this, then I will create a new one. All traffic, then IPv4. Okay, any IPv4 server. I'll go to my virtual machine again, and now you can see that we are able to communicate. Any doubt? No. So now we are able to communicate, right? Any doubt? That's it. If any doubt, I can repeat once again.